It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, outspoken media mogul Donny Deutsch dishes on hot topics and the heated presidential race. Plus, super sexy TV and movie star Alexandra Daddario. And a preview of this fall's must-see movies with E's Jason Kennedy. Now, here's Wendy.
Same old, which is terrific. I'm still in shock over Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman calling it quits. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. I love you too, thank you. Listen, we gotta hurry up and get through this show because my corn is on a timer. Bad. Anyway, did you guys watch Dancing with the Stars last night? This is my takeaway, that Paula Abdul is going to be a guest judge next week. I'm so happy about that. Paula, I'm really happy for you, and I like your big bow and your bouffant hairstyle. Listen, this is perfect. I've been suggesting that Dancing with the Stars freshen up the judges, either by letting go one or three of them, and replacing them with more modern people with more stuff to say, like Paula Abdul. And not that the judges right now don't have stuff to say, I'm just saying freshen up the judges, perhaps. Like with Paula Abdul and a Rosie Perez and, some of those other, sassy women who know dance. Now, they might not know ballroom dance, but maybe the style of dance needs to be freshened up also. There's nothing wrong with doing a little Harlem Shake on Dancing with the Stars. No, but seriously, last night we found that the pressure was really on Bristol Palin, who I thought was supposed to be eliminated in my mind 2 weeks ago. But then I talked to you and I said, well, maybe they'll wait until after the second and third debate, the presidential debate, and then they'll let her go. But tonight is a double elimination, so the pressure is on. And so maybe tonight was when she'll go. She accused her dance partner, Mark Ballas, of wanting a better partner and wanting to quit the show. So she started crying and she had a meltdown, and of course they caught it all on camera at the rehearsal. Let's take a look and then we'll talk again.
I know you're bummed that you don't have Sabrina or Sean.
What does Sabrina or Sean have to do with this?
I feel like you're just bummed that you have me as a partner.
Why would you say that?
And it's affecting...
What have I done to make you feel that way?
Just in general.
You're not there. Like, I swear to God, I feel like you want to go home.
Why would you say that?
Because you do, it's just so weird.
Can you not be like that? Hey, come on. Don't be like that. B, can you not be like this, please? B. You know.
Well, maybe he does want a new partner. All I know is that Bristol still looks terrific. And Bristol and Mark may improve from last week, but they still have the lowest score, so getting cut is imminent, but maybe not tonight when they do the double eliminations. By the way, did you guys wake up this morning and hear that Bristol received a mysterious package with a white substance, a powder inside, and the note attached was demanding her to quit the show? This is the second time this has happened to her. The last time she was on Dancing with the Stars, the first time around, she got a suspicious package also, and it ended up being, nothing. But by the way, speaking of Bristol, her mom, Sarah Palin, is looking really great. Look at that. Who is that teenager? Who is that teenager with the blue nail polish and the perky boobs and the flash dance shirt? Oh, that's somebody's mom. Anyway, we'll find out who goes home tonight at 9 on Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. And, you know, one of Hollywood's longest lasting couples, Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman, have called it quits. Yeah, it's time for hookups and breakups. Hit it. I was shocked about this also. You know, after 30 years of marriage, 3 children, all the children in their 20s. They dated 11 years before they actually got married. So this is 41 years together. And P.S., they moved in together as a couple only 2 weeks after meeting. So, I mean, it's been working for them. He's 5 feet and she's 5 feet 1. They got the whole cute, short, older couple thing going on. I mean, I wonder what happened after so many years. And then upon investigating, we got a tip. According to RadarOnline.com, Danny's got a wandering eye. Yeah. Wandering eyes lead to a lot of embarrassment. If that's in fact true, then maybe Rhea has tried to give him a chance, you know, if he's got this wandering eye. Tried to give him a chance, because I just can't figure out. She's 63 and he's 67?
And she's 64.
Oh, she's 64 and he's 67. And I know what you're saying, many of you. Well, why would they throw in the towel now? Why wouldn't they just stay together and rework the terms of their marriage, if you know what I'm saying? Because we've talked about this before with other couples. But it's kind of hard to rework if the wandering eye is true and then it's a sloppy wandering eye that wanders into starting another family with another woman or something. I mean, my mind wanders. My mind goes all kinds of places. Anyway, I wish them well. It's unfortunate that this has happened. Sorry to hear about it. Now it's time for unexpected hookups. Okay. And so, do you watch the show The Bachelor? Yeah. Not as much as you used to either? Oh, you didn't get one clap. Do you know who Chris Harrison is? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Just a smattering of claps over in the bleachers over there. Chris Harrison is the host of the TV show The Bachelor, and he had a date with Mrs. Fever. Chris went on a date with Justin Bieber's mother, Patty. They went to a Justin Bieber concert to see her son perform. Well, I like this story because Chris is divorced. He was divorced in May, and after 18 years of marriage, and he has 2 children with his ex-wife. And Patty tweeted that she had a great night with Chris on this date, and she thanked Ryan Seacrest for setting them up. And then Ryan tweeted back asking, did he get a rose? Because you know on The Bachelor, you get a rose when everything went well. So Patty, by the way, who's got a new book out, I've seen her, on different shows, talking about it and stuff. She hasn't had sex in 15 years. Well, you see what happened the first time. She got herself a rich son. Anyway, she hasn't had sex in 15 years though, and she vows that she's not gonna have sex again until she's married. Which, that's a cute thought. But here's what I would say. If you're Justin Bieber, do you tell your mother, don't tweet about your sex and your dating life, and erase your Facebook page and erase your Twitter page on account of mom? Really? Right? All right, Patty. Well, good luck. We're happy for you. So, yesterday we showed you the excerpt from the Hulk Hogan sex tape, and the scandal continues. This morning, he admitted, Hulk, on Howard Stern's radio show, that he was still married to Linda at the time that the tape was made 6 years ago, but that they were going through a rough patch. I guess he has a wandering eye too. And he admitted that the woman in the tape is Heather, the wife of his best friend, radio DJ Bubba the Love Sponge. Hulk said that they had sex with Bubba's blessing, and as we heard yesterday when we played the excerpt of the tape, there was somebody standing at the door saying, you all have fun, I'm going in the office. They were at the house. Bubba swears, though, that he had no idea that the videotape was on. He vows to press charges. Against who, I don't know. But if Hulk wants to make a profit, you can. You see, Hulk, sex.com wants you. Now, first of all, the randomness of a website being called sex.com. I mean, just right to the point, sex.com. They released a statement saying that while this is an embarrassing ordeal for you, Hulk, it doesn't need to be. They've offered you, Hulk, a blank check for the rights to the tape. Now, the website says that Hulk is bigger than Andre the Giant where it matters. Well, so is Bubba the Love Sponge. Have you seen him? Uh-huh. Look at that. He's putting a hurting on his upper thighs, just rubbing. Here's the thing. I don't know what the rest of the sex tape looks like because what we played for you yesterday on the show, it turns out that that's all that's out there. The beginning conversation where Hulk is on the or checking his phone because he was supposed to meet Nick at midnight, and he said, "Hold on a minute, you know, I think this might be my son Nick." You know, so we know it's Hulk. We recognize the hair from the back, and then we see the end after the act is done and Hulk is getting dressed. And no, we don't see any frontal shots or anything like that. But Hulk basically is like, "Peace" to the girl. There's like, I mean, it was very, very just sex. There were no kissing, no lovey-dove, nothing. Bubba, by the way, what kind of man allows another man to have sex with his wife? Like, are you serious with that? Although I do know somebody, I'm not gonna say much, but I know a girl who is in an open relationship, and she has talked to me about it at length. Now, whether her husband's the open one or not, I don't know, but it's her. And she tells me that, you know, sometimes open relationships can really help marriages. And it's a marriage with children and everything. Yeah, uh-huh. People and what they do. Let's keep it moving. So this Ashton Kutcher, he's got to feel really, really lucky right now because his girlfriend Mila Kunis has been named the sexiest woman alive according to Esquire magazine. And before you say, nah, she's not really that pretty, I have to disagree. Yes, she is. She's on the cover of the November issue. It's easy breezy, no butt implants, no injection, like nothing. It's just, I guess, to me it looks just like young and fun. And she's Ukrainian, so she's all muy caliente exotica. She's got that dark hair and those smoke. Somebody call Demi Moore and make sure she's okay. Just Demi, I'm sorry that you have to see this, but your ex-husband, or your soon-to-be, you all aren't even divorced, huh? Demi, your husband is dating the most beautiful woman in the world. And not only that, she doesn't even have a stink attitude about being beautiful. You know what Mila says about being this beautiful? Something really cool. She says, "I think that if I bought into the hype, I would lose all sight of who I am. And so much of who I am is what my parents instilled in me. And I never want to lose sight of that, ever." Did her parents instill in her to date a married man? Sorry, that was Demi Moore in my head. That was Demi Moore in my head, sorry. Okay, by the way, she can be seen all around in New York. You know, she's here right now filming a movie with Robin Williams. Here they are in the East River, which for those of you who know what the East River is, just put the stink face up right now. Really? All the bodies and plane fuel and all the junk in there. And Mila, I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention to you. I'm distracted by the flatness and the fitness of Robin Williams, a man of a particular age, all wet. You know, you look nice. And by the way, one more thing about Mila, there's talk of her starring in 50 Shades of Grey, the movie. I think that could work. So speaking of pretty girls, this ex-Pussycat doll, Nicole Schlesinger, she's revealed a big secret. She says that 95% of the vocals on the Pussycat Dolls songs were her. Don't ya, loosen up my buttons, all of them. Nicole made the confession during a recent VH1 Behind the Music. Did you see her Behind the Music? It was good. Did you see Neo's Behind the Music? Yeah. It was really good, too. Anyway, but the VH1 Behind the Musics aren't like they used to be. You know what I mean? Have you noticed that? Do you remember when E used to have those E! True Hollywood Stories? Yeah. I used to love those, too. Do you remember Mystery and Scandals, hosted by A.J. Benza on E! I used to love that, too. Do you remember when E! had the gossip show? Do you remember that pop-up video on VH1? Those were the days, right, everybody? Anyway. So now look, so Nicole says that she and the other girls are like sisters. Something tells me not after today. She says she was the center because she was the singer. In other words, if this is the Kardashian, she's saying that she's Kim. And she hopes that she won't get in trouble for saying it, but, you know, she was the main focal point of the group. In the meantime, Nicole, it's too late because your former doll sister, Kaya Jones, is furious with you. She says that the rest of the girls were heavily involved in the group and not just eye candy, although you couldn't fool us. And that the reason why the other girls didn't sing is because Nicole didn't let them sing or have the spotlight or anything. You know, I always thought that the girl with the red hair gave Nicole a run for her money because it's very rare that you, yeah. I mean, I don't know her name, but I always kind of thought that when Nicole wasn't doing leads, that it was the girl with the red hair and then everybody else in the group was random. But I guess now we know why the Pussycat Dolls broke up, because Nicole thought she actually had a solo career ahead of her, which never worked out. Nicole, sorry. Pussycat Dolls. Okay, so you know Lady Gaga loves to put on a show. Well, she got sick on stage, and we have the footage, and it's so much better than when Justin Bieber threw up on stage. This one's really, really good. It happened in Barcelona at her concert. We'll roll the tape. She throws up once on the steps, a little down low. Her little background dancer sees it and knows he's gonna have to jump in the way of his boss and do something. And she's still sick though. Watch this. You can see color and everything. Look. Wait, no. There's two more times. Wait. Look at him. There we go. One more time. And then she'll get back to performing. Look. And then she's gonna get back to performing, and the background dancer definitely did his job. He earned himself a bonus. She said that she had a bout with the flu. But you know what I say, any excuse is better than none. Listen, we have a terrific show for you today. From the Today Show, the very handsome and smart Donny Deutsch is here. Plus, from the new movie Chainsaw 3D, the sexy actress Alexandra Daddario is here. And you keep it here because up next, Jason Kennedy is here from E! News, and he's going to join us with a sneak peek of the hottest movies of the fall. So keep it here. Welcome back, everybody. The fall movie season is here, and there are almost 100 movies opening, so it's hard to tell which ones are worth our time to see. So here to break it all down, please welcome my friend, E! News correspondent Jason Kennedy.
Hello, friend.
Hello, Jason.
I love your co-hosts. They don't mess around. You guys are legit here.
No, yeah, no.
Nice.
These are the tastemakers that are going in the box office this fall, according to your recommendations. So let's get started. Our first film that we're going to speak about is Argo. Tell us about it.
Have not heard a bad review about Argo. This stars Ben Affleck. There he is right there, rocking that 70s hair. He said he couldn't wait for the hair to come off after this. He directs this movie. George Clooney produces this movie. It's an interesting story. It's about an ex-CIA agent who, at the time, he was working for the CIA. He pretends that he's a movie producer, goes into Iran and frees American hostages. He pretends that the hostages are part of his movie crew, so they kind of slip out through the back door, if you will.
Oh.
And he saves them. It's based on true events, and it's got a great cast. John Goodman's in it. You know, Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's great.
Wow. Okay, so that's Argo, and it opens Friday. Up next, let's talk about Cloud Atlas.
The word that comes to mind, confusing. If you're a thinker and you want to, think when you see a movie, go to this because...
I'm a mom.
Yeah. I don't really like to think either when I see movies, but Tom Hanks read this for the first time. He had to get multiple colored highlighters to highlight all the different storylines going on, because there's like 6 different storylines happening. It's based on a 2004 novel. Great cast. Look, Halle Berry, Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
What's the plot? There's so many different plots you can't.
Yeah, there's 6 different things happening at once, and basically all of the cast play different characters. So Halle plays 6 different people. That's not easy to do.
No, that's some acting. All right, so that's Cloud Atlas, and that opens October 26th, everybody.
Yes.
All right. Now, Lincoln, because this is great. I think we can go to this and we can take our kids also. They can learn something.
Yes, Daniel Day-Lewis, uncanny resemblance to the former president right there. It focuses on the last 4 months of Lincoln's life, where he had to make a lot of very serious and tough decisions. Steven Spielberg directs this movie. He said that Lewis was so in character, he would literally call him Mr. President, even when they weren't shooting. And there were rumors that he was so method, Daniel Day-Lewis, in this movie, that he didn't acknowledge the modern world while shooting.
So no showers and wooden teeth.
Yes, whatever that means.
All right.
But he will be nominated for this movie, hands down. He will be, yeah.
Well, Lincoln opens November 11th. Lincoln. All right, let's talk about our next movie, and that would be Silver Lining Playbook.
Jennifer Lawrence from The Hunger Games.
Okay.
So she shot this right after The Hunger Games. If you're looking for action, bow, arrow, that whole thing, don't think about it, because it's not happening. This is completely different. Bradley Cooper stars in it. He plays an ex-school teacher who just got out of a mental institution.
Oh.
And there's Chris Tucker right there.
I see.
He's been off the grid. I mean, he does
Since
Rush Hour.
forever.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
He made all that money on Rush Hour, and then he just doesn't do movies anymore.
He's
but he's
luxuriating. He's in this also. Okay, so that's Silver Lining Playbook, everybody, and that's November 21st. It opens. Now let's talk about Django Unchained. What's that?
From the brilliant mind of director Quentin Tarantino, Hollywood was abuzz when he finished this screenplay. Do we have any Jamie Foxx fans in the house? I knew that look. He's rocking a shotgun. He's on a horse. He plays actually a slave who is seeking revenge on the plantation owners there. Leonardo DiCaprio's in the movie. The lovely Kerry Washington, the nicest woman in Hollywood.
She was just here yesterday.
Yeah.
We love her.
So it's one of those great scripts. It's getting huge buzz. Leo, I think, will be nominated for this, and hopefully Jamie as well.
That was a really good report. Django, everybody, opens on Christmas Day. Jason Kennedy, you did a great job reviewing movies for us. Thank you so much. And you can watch Jason on E! News. And have fun at the movies, you guys. Up next, the smart and handsome Donny Deutsch is here. Jason, that was tickets are free if you'd ever like to join us. Okay, moving on. Our next guest has been called the most well-known branding expert in the world and can be seen and heard voicing his opinion regularly on the Today Show as part of today's professional segment. Please welcome back to our show the very handsome and smart Donny Deutsch.
Audience of
Thank you.
This is no joke. I do a lot of TV. This audience is hot and rocks. Okay,
yes.
I'm just saying. All right. I'm gonna go up there.
The ladies love you,
Well, you
visually, but we also love your mind, and I'm sure your love life is still keeping you busy. So we'll just move right along. Let's talk hot topics.
Yes.
All right. Hulk Hogan and the sex scandal. Sex tape scandal. Now, first, remember, Donny is a branding expert. This man
I thought you were going to say I'm a sex tape expert.
No.
Okay, right.
Donny is a branding expert and has made tons of money off of being good at what he does. So what about the Hulk Hogan brand?
Well,
now?
unfortunately, it's actually good for him for 2 reasons. Number one, when was the last time we talked about Hulk Hogan? You know, so... And, you know, the sad part is, and I think this goes back to, unfortunately, President Clinton, that sex today is so kind of trivialized, whereas like it almost now seems to be an entree point into celebrity, and there's such a matter-of-factness about sex and having sex. Now, I got 3 daughters, so maybe I'm kind of going on to the other side of it, but it's like, first of all, does anybody want to see a sex tape with Hulk Hogan, by the way? But, you know, we live in this culture that it just puts you back in the light, and my big question is, does he live up to his name in the tape? I mean, that's, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, if he takes the bait and sells the tape, then we'll find out.
I mean, look, we wouldn't have Kim Kardashian if not for a sex tape.
Yes.
And I love Kim, and she's talented, but... So
the sex tape does not hurt Hulk's brand. Let's move on to Chris Brown and Rihanna. People are still up in arms. Many people that they're even back together after the physical abuse. How will this affect each of their brands? We'll start with Chris Brown.
I'm going to give you another sad fact, and this really saddens me. In the young people's consciousness, it elevates it. Let's go back to last week with Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey. I was so disgusted by, seriously, this woman said to another woman, if I had a gun, I would shoot the bitch. That's horrific. And when did thuggism become kind of cool in today's youth culture? And how often do we talk about Chris Brown, about his music, versus him just being a female abuser? We've become this culture of fighting. It's the housewives. What do we tune in for? We tune in to see them have a smackdown. And there's something wrong here. And the only thing I think we can do about it, I'm going to go back to being a dad for a second. When you see stuff like this, use it as a teaching moment with your kids. Go, that's not cool. People are looking at that thinking they're idiots and stupid. So Chris Brown, and to me, the thing on his neck, dude, I mean...
Okay, now what about Rihanna's brand? Because as a woman, she took the majority of the abuse, and she could say no.
Look, you know, it goes back to the Charles Barkley thing. Is she a role model? And to me, you know, you're beaten by a man, there is no, I'm sorry. I mean, that's just it. You know, you're a man, you hit a woman, you're a coward. It's that simple. There is... You know, stuff happens. But I mean, and look, I'm not her father, and I'm not in that relationship.
Her father beat her mother, according to her.
But to me, usually when there's a abuser, there's an abusee, and I think it's sad. But it's sad that somehow we don't really look at this and go, "Ugh, this is disgusting." And we got to do something about our thug culture. It's just, it's wrong. We're turning into gladiators.
So it's not going to hurt her brand either.
No, it helps them. It's sick.
It helps them.
Guys, don't shoot the messenger. It just puts them, it makes them more pop culture icons, and it's disgusting.
It's very sad. All right, Kim Kardashian, Lady Gaga, and Christina Aguilera.
I dated them all.
Have been recently in the news, Donny, for gaining weight, and people are making such a big deal over it. Is this a big deal for these girls? Does it hurt their brand?
Well, individual, it's interesting. Kim Kardashian, whose brand is curves,
it
doesn't hurt her, and somehow whenever she gets curves, it seems to work. Something like Lady Gaga, who maybe a lot of her act like a Madonna, is being athletic on stage and wearing those costumes, you know, it does put new challenges in. So I think it has to do with how much weight or what your weight is as part of what your craft is. So Christina Aguilera, not as big a deal. Or if all of a sudden Madonna put on weight, it would be a problem because part of her brand is, oh my God, look at the shape she's in, look what she does on stage.
But Donny is right. Maybe it does affect Gaga and maybe not so much Christina Aguilera, but Kim Kardashian, it's an effect in a positive way because the heavier that she gets, and you know she's going to bring it back to, you know, how she was, but the heavier she gets, the more regular, like the rest of us, she becomes, and the more we like her.
And by the way, I'm going to say it again, and I've said it on the show, men like curves. We don't like this. I don't know what woman's magazine is selling it. I've yet to meet the man, yet in my life, that we like a little
something.
At least this guy does.
Yeah. Okay, now, Star Jones said Anderson Cooper planned to come out of the closet for ratings. What are your thoughts on that?
Look, I love Star, and you know, sometimes in the discussions he says some provocative things. I don't believe he did it for that reason. I think the point that maybe Star was getting at, and I actually do believe, is as public personalities, the more we show of ourselves, the more interesting we become. So I don't think necessarily he set out to do it, but I do think there's a reality. If I start to talk a little bit more about a divorce, or if I start to talk about my children, or when somebody comes out and talks about any abuse, that's what makes people kind of connect with an audience. So I wouldn't be surprised if, as a result, there was not more curiosity, interest in him.
Yes.
The same way if he came out and said, guess what, I'm adopting a child. So
Right.
I don't think it was necessarily, I don't think he planned it that way and did it for that reason, but I do think there would be an outgrowth.
The byproduct is that it's not hurting the Anderson Cooper brand.
No,
We
it
love
makes him more of an interesting person. And by the way, everybody in the media kind of knew it. And by the way, at this stage, who cares?
Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah,
I mean, and last time I looked, Ellen DeGeneres is doing okay. So I think we've come to the point in this world
where gay is okay.
Except for a leading man.
Except
terrible as
for
that
a
is.
leading man or a president?
I think we're a ways away from a president, but would it change? It's interesting to think about. It said, picture your leading man, your favorite leading man in a movie, action star, punching. If all of a sudden it came out that he was gay, would that hurt his brand? Unfortunately, it probably would. It's sad, but
well,
true.
you keep it here because coming up, Donny and I are going to take questions from the audience in a special edition of Ask Wendy and Donny next. Everybody, we're here with Donny Deutsch, and we're in the audience because we're doing a special edition of Ask Wendy and Donny, and we're going to start with our first guest. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. Hi, Donny. How you doing?
Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
My name is Christina. My boyfriend of 3 years is going through a nasty divorce with his high school sweetheart, and his mother, his girl, his wife are really close, but I've never met his mother. How do I bring up this situation?
Do they have children?
Yes.
How many?
3.
Okay. How old are the kids?
2 little ones and 1 teenager.
And how long have they been married?
A long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a tough one, and I've been in situations like that. I have kids, and bringing a new woman into their life. You have to be respectful that he has a previous life that he's trying to protect. You know, it's good for his kids that his mom from the previous marriage, their grandmother, has a good relationship. Having said that, you need to say to him, honey, I get that. And I want to respect that. And I always want to nurture it with you. But I'm your love now also, and I want to meet your mom. So don't hold back, but at the same time, show him you understand why he's being sensitive to it, but also about your own needs.
Okay. I agree with that, but a couple of more things. You know, taking 3 years to get divorced is a red flag for me.
Sometimes, no, you know what?
If you don't have Donny Deutsch money, I mean,
No,
is he very wealthy?
By the way,
Is there a lot to divide, property and stuff?
No, but
I bet
with
his
the
ex-wife
kids-
doesn't want it to happen.
Exactly.
That's right. Sometimes you can't control that.
Well,
I've seen that.
Well, the thing is that you've been together for 3 years. You know, be kind and let him know you want to be a part of the family. But this is going to be a really hard one because you're in a situation where there's a family still and marriage still going
By
on.
the way, you're marrying into that, and that's a reality. When you buy someone who has kids and a previous marriage, that's part of the package. Understand that going in. Doesn't mean you put up with stuff that isn't right for you, but that's going to be there.
Okay.
That's tough, girl. Take care. Yeah. Thank you. Come on over. How you doing?
How you doing? How
you doing?
I'm Elaine. I'm 74.
You look great.
Really? Yes.
Thank you.
Gorge, look at Elaine. Ah, she's got herself a young man.
Okay. I have a problem. A lot of the men my age are looking for younger women.
Bastards.
Or a nursemaid.
Or a nursemaid.
I'm not interested in playing that game.
Yeah.
My question to you is, how do I find a younger man without looking like a cougar?
Okay, first of all, you don't have a problem, you have an opportunity.
Okay.
And the way you look for a young man is like, this is what I want. And by the way, a cougar is a sexy term. Don't hide from it. That's what you want to be.
She doesn't want to seem desperate.
Not desperate.
No.
But here's the thing, is I bet as a 74-year-old, you've got a lot to teach a 58-year-old.
Would you like to have coffee?
And here's
I'm
another
not that
thing.
old yet. No, but I'm saying, come from your strength. You know, you're a beautiful woman.
And you keep yourself together. You got the leopard print going. Your
Yeah.
nails are done. Your hair is gorgeous.
And there are a lot of men in this world today that want the sexiness of an older woman, but I think you got to sell from your strength, which is, I got a lot to show you here, and a lot to teach you. Okay. But just put it out there that way. By the way, join a dating site and a match site. But say that's what you want.
Say that's what you want. And
that
also,
just tee it up that way.
Do you cook? Because younger men look for a little cooking in an older woman.
I do. I make reservations.
Okay. Well,
wrong answer.
Perfect. Good luck. You got it in spades. Just put it out there for yourself, okay?
But say that's what you want, and that's what you'll get.
And that's what you'll get. Good luck with everything. All right, everybody. Donny Deutsch, thank you so much for being here. As usual, And you can catch Donny on Today's Professionals weekdays on The Today Show. Up next from Texas Chainsaw 3D, it's Alexandra Daddario. She's here. Welcome back. Our next guest is a young, rising Hollywood starlet. She landed her first role at 16 on All My Children, and now she's a leading lady in an upcoming horror thriller called Texas Chainsaw 3D. It's scary. Take a look. Great. Please welcome Alexandra Daddario. Hi. I love your outfit.
Thank you so much.
Cute.
I love your shoes.
Yes, thank you. I love your outfit. You know when somebody has something on that you know you'd wear yourself? This is it. And I love your shoes. Let's give you a little shoe cam.
Thank you.
Keep your feet
Where's
right
the
there.
shoe cam? Right here?
Yeah, right there. We got them. All ruffly and pretty.
These are Armani.
Armani?
Yes.
Very nice. So now, a young girl like you, congratulations on your
Thank you
lead
very
role
much.
in Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Thank you so much.
How is that doing a scary movie? Do you have nightmares after filming?
It's very weird because you spend a lot of time running and screaming and crying for days on end. So then you get back to your hotel room at the end of the night and you sit down and you're like, I feel really weird.
Yeah.
But it's because you've been crying
Running and
for an
crying and
entire
screaming
day.
all day.
So your body sort of is tricked into thinking that something's wrong, even
Yeah.
though it's not.
Now, I read all the magazines. I never see you popping in and out of cars and clubs and things like that.
Right.
Are you part of the Hollywood set? Do you have young Hollywood starlet friends?
I just moved to Hollywood, well, to LA 3 years ago, and I'm not really, and I don't go out a lot. I'm sort of a homebody, but I definitely have a good group of friends, and there's some great people.
Do you have dogs?
I don't.
What?
I know, I want one so badly.
I am shocked.
I worry that I don't know where to leave the dog if I want to travel.
Yeah.
Well, I could get a little dog.
A little dog.
Yes.
But you're on your hustle right now. What are you, like
Yes.
26, right?
Yes.
26. See, beautiful. Perfect time in life. Now, you're a New York girl originally?
I am. I'm a New Yorker.
So,
It's great. I missed home so much. I'm so happy to be here because I got off the plane and it was so chilly and rainy.
Here.
And you know, most people are like, oh, I hate that.
No.
But I could not
home.
stop smiling. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Because it's never like that in LA.
now, in New York, you know, you grow up, you're riding the subway and you're taking cabs. Do you have a license to drive out there?
I do. I didn't when I first moved.
Oh.
And I failed my road test 3 times.
Oh.
So it took me a little while. I was sort of getting around on the train and on buses. And
Out there?
Yes. Which most
That's
people
like,
don't do.
yeah, most people don't. Yeah, they're just there to look at, not to actually get on.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was strange because every time I tell somebody that was how I was getting around, they don't
They're like, you
understand
must
how
be from New York.
But
That's so now, all right. So your Hollywood life, you've lived out there for 3 years. You don't go out much. What do you do in the house? Do you watch a lot of TV, like Honey Boo Boo and stuff?
I do. I actually love Honey Boo Boo.
Really?
Yes. And I watch it. I don't know what to do now that there are no new episodes. I'm
No. They're going to be doing holiday specials. They have one coming up.
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
I'm so
and they got a
excited.
raise. They got a raise from I
That's
think $4,000 to $10,000 an episode.
I'm so excited.
Me
about
too.
This.
And June the mother does not want to move into a bigger house.
I know. I read.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
So we're all up on Honey Boo Boo. What else
Yes.
do you like to watch on that TV?
I watch a lot of movies actually, and I watch let's see, what else do I watch on TV? I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, us too.
And
Larry
like
David and them.
Futurama and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I love comedies.
Tell us about, back to your acting, tell us about your episode that you did on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because we were just talking about Danny DeVito's divorce.
Yes. Well, this is also another one of my favorite shows, and I did an episode I just finished last week, and it's an amazing show to work on. It's like SNL. Everybody is just, you never know what they're going to say. There's so much improv, so it's really hard not to break character and just laugh hysterically, and it happens all the time. So it's tons of fun, and I think that's one of the reasons the show is so funny. And I love Danny DeVito, and being able to work with him was just incredible.
Yeah. Well, it was really nice to meet you, Alexandra.
Yes.
Do your friends call you Alex?
Yes, they do.
This is Alex Daddario, everybody, and thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you so much.
This Friday at Comic-Con, Alex is going to be there, or you can visit. Are you going to be there also?
I'm going to be there.
Okay,
yes.
she's going to be there also at the Jacob Javits Center here in New York, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 hits theaters in January. Keep it here, everybody. Up next, a brave Wendy watcher is going to get her hair cut for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Keep it here. Welcome back. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we are continuing our Wendy's hair drive right here on the show. With us, as usual, is our celebrity hairstylist, Nick Arrojo, and he's going to cut off our hair donor's ponytail, which will be made then for a wig for a breast cancer patient. So let's give it up for today's donor. Meet Clancy Davidson. Clancy, how long is your hair? Have you measured?
It's about 24 inches. I've been growing it for 5 years.
It's perfect. It's going to make somebody a beautiful wig for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Okay, drum roll, please.
Get ready.
Nick is going to start cutting. Hey, listen, so when your hair's cut off, what celebrity hairstyle do you want? Anybody that we know?
The new Miley Cyrus haircut.
Oh!
I think that
Good for you, and good for a cancer patient. There we have it, Clancy. You're a brave girl. Good job, Nick. Okay, Clancy, take a look at yourself. Show Clancy yourself in the that thing. The look back. Look, what do you think?
Great.
So far. And now
Exciting.
what's going to happen is Nick's going to take you back to his fabulous salon and then make you all Miley-sized, okay? All right, very good. If you want to do your part for Wendy's hair drive, just go to wendyshow.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Thanks. All right. Welcome back. I want to thank today's special guest and, of course, my co-host, my studio audience. Tomorrow, another big show with the one and only Magic Johnson and the guys from the Jersey Shore. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.